All right, cool. We are live, actually.
Oh, shit.
What's going on, y'all? How we doing, y'all? ZUDECAST. Welcome back, everybody tuning on in here. We got we got Astro. We got K.O. What's poppin', boys?
What's going on, my boy ZUDECAST, man?
You know?
What's going on with you? Been a long time coming. Is that actual weed, nigga?
You know, I don't think it is. I think it's just some like it's like fake, like plastic made to look like it. I'm pretty sure because it's like all the way through. It's all epoxied versus like if it was just on the outside.
Yeah,
like if it was real, it would just be on the outside. But like I pick at it sometimes and like,
that's dope as shit, bro. Okay. I fuck with that. Have me food. I'm like, break that down.
It's pretty. I know, right? Fuck. I'm always picking at it sometimes too, like when a little tick, you know, when I fidget with shit.
Straight up, man.
But hell yeah, welcome on into the studio, guys. It's been a while since I've seen you. Last time I seen you was at the Pop Out.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, what you guys been up to since then?
Oh man, shit. Well, you know, with the Astro, it's always a whole bunch of shit going on. But right now, you know, I'm finally about to drop my mixtape that's long overdue. You know, it's supposed to be in. Everybody keep asking me for shit, but it's called Loyalty Over Love. And the reason why I put a pause on that because me and my brother Casey was working on the House Party album, which we actually finished. So right now I'm putting together like a private listening party. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get everybody to come and listen to it, and then after that, I'm pretty sure like next month I'm gonna drop both of them actually, and just give everybody a flood of shit.
Well, there you go. Hell yeah.
So, but I am in the studio recording new shit at the time, so y'all be ready for that shit too.
Hell yeah. What about you? What you been up to, man? What you working on?
Same thing.
Here, go ahead and pull that guy a little bit more this way though, just so it's not so. Yeah, you can push it that way back too. Yeah, there you go. Yep. There you go.
There you go. All right. Yeah. Same thing. I got an EP on the way called The Wolf. Winning Ones Live Forever, and so same thing. Kind of. It was inspired by Casey, honestly, and so, you know, just pushing that, helping Astro push his music too. You know, just.
We really helping each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. R.I.P. to Casey, man, for real. Like, it was such a fucking shock, bro. Like, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up right away because he was really the homie, man.
Yeah. Shit, Casey. How do we talk about that?
Sorry.
No. I mean, in a good way. I'm thinking like, you know, so.
Cause y'all were really rocking together. I just listened to Booth Pack earlier too, and
shit.
Yeah,
you like that shit?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, yeah. That shit was hard, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, I told you, Casey. Straight up, that was my brother though. It was kind of weird because we met each other in the music world. You know what I'm saying? And I was already a fan of his music. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn. Every time I had a show, he'd be at the same show, and we'd both be performing and shit. So then one day last year, I had through a show in Yuba City, you know, a Halloween show, and I had artists on there, and he was one of the artists, and I kept telling the people at the time, which was one of the people that helped me put it together was K Love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to K Love. We got to get certain people on there, and that's one of the persons, you know, people I wanted on there. So he got on there, and he really came out there. And that's the first time we took pictures together. It was crazy. And so that's where the chemistry kicked and started because we've been around each other already and kind of vibe, but it wasn't like, you know, music yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as stuff progressed, the following year he came and we had did a show. And then one day he was just like, hey, man, let's just kick it and just come up with some music. And no, actually what happened was Jack Paper, my bad. My bad, bro. I know you probably, if you see this, my bad. Jack Paper, he recorded all our stuff, and he was already recording me and everything and all this shit. And so I had through an artist, basically I paid for the studio time and had food and had artists just come if they wanted to come and just to like say thank you for what we doing, you know what I'm saying? So he came to that, and we recorded it on that, and then we vibed. So after that, we just never stopped kicking it. So we became so close. It was like brothers to the point to where we go places, people would be like, that got to be your big brother or your little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all look at the, you know, and his work ethic was out this world because he already had an ocean of music. You know what I'm saying? He had an ocean. He had so much music and videos out at the time. It was just like, damn. And I had hella music too, but I wasn't putting shit out like how he was putting shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I would always tell him like, man, your music is like, you feel me? We gotta push. So we came up with a plan in my house, in my room one day. It was like, we need to do something. And we came up with the house party. And when we came out with house parties, you know, the old Kid and Play.
Yeah.
So we were like, we want to bring back those vibes, you know what I'm saying? To where you can go to a house party and just people are drinking and having fun, no violence, you just dancing and everybody's shit going on in every room, you know what I'm saying? And so we was like, we want to have people feel that, so we wanted to put that in, like, put every feeling you could get at a party in every song. So that's what we did. And we worked every day, and then we started doing shows, and it just developed a family sense. He would be at my house, family functions. You know, I'm over at his house, his mama house. We, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm with his cousins every day. You know what I'm saying? We just we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just music. It was just like everything. We was just kicking it, doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but tragically he passed last month. You know what I'm saying? And bro had a lot of goals, and he had a lot of places he was trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Amongst, you know, he did, you know, he had daughters and as well, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just like any man, he was fighting his own demons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. But in the light of him being gone, we're still pushing the situation.
Yeah.
We created a thing called DB4D, which he created, you know what I'm saying? He always was his death before dishonor. And he always said, it's a brotherhood, you know, you know. It's it'd only be right to keep pushing it this way because this is what he would have wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
So next month, everybody will get the house party with me and him on there, you know, and then I'm gonna put out all the content that I can that I have of him left. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I will say he fucked with you. He would have been here.
Yeah, I was gonna
now,
say,
you know,
yeah,
he'd have
dude,
been
I
in the
know,
chair
yeah,
right
we
now,
were
like
chopping it up,
he'd
yeah,
have been out
before.
talking me right now. You know, house party. Purple Hearted Civilian, and so he did. By the way, he does have Purple Hearted Civilian that'll be dropping. Expect music from him because we do have a lot of music that he didn't drop. You know what I'm saying? We just try to get everything right first before we can. You know how it's a lot of shit that be going on.
Definitely.
So we taking the steps and shit. But rest in peace, my brother Casey, and yeah, he loved you, bruh. I knew this from when we did the last little pop out, and you guys was out there, and you know what I'm saying. There's few people used to talk about, but you're up there too. So you know what I'm saying.
No,
so
he was a real one, man, and
appreciate you for letting us, or even bringing that up. You know what I'm saying.
yeah.
And
Well, I know y'all
showing
were
us
close, and y'all had really good, like, y'all performed very well together. Like, just from what, like, I took a little video of y'all at the last pop out, and yeah, the chemistry was really there, and it's like I could tell that y'all were really tight, and so
Most definitely.
like
Most
I said, I was trying to get him on here too. It just didn't happen to work out, and but it's awesome. You guys have so much left of him still to continue to
Most
expand
definitely.
upon, and to keep his dream alive. And I genuinely believe that when the people who are close to us move on, they give us their strength, to keep pushing forward. So
Yeah, no, straight up. He definitely giving me the strength to push on, and like I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Devontae Clark. He gave me a stable to perform and for my brother, and that's been the hardest thing for me right now. Is like the hardest thing is when I'm by myself and I'm thinking about bro. But
yeah,
the hardest thing is like when I'm on that stage and like I got to do a song that I know me and him do, or like most of the time, like majority of my shows or our shows was together. So it's like getting up on stage and you start to rap it, and then in the middle of the verse, you start looking to the right and you start noticing that that person ain't that same person that was with you every time gone. So few shows I wasn't able to do, and then the shows that I tried to do, I broke down. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's still but now on Rockin' and Rollin', I gave everybody their space. Their time. So
takes time, yeah.
Man.
Now it's time to come back.
You're brave for even trying to go for it, you know, in the first place. You know, it's tough stuff to heal from and grieve. You know, it's still, you know, so soon. But yeah. But not to make it all about that, but let's just kind of you know, tap back around here too. Let's talk about how y'all got into music in the first place too. When did y'all start getting into like making music, like initially, and then when did you start taking it more seriously?
You want to answer that first? Or you want me to go first?
If I'm being real, I started like young, like 4 or 5. Thanks to Mac Dre for real, because he was my inspiration for real. Mm-hmm. And so.
Mac Dre.
I started young, and then like around preteen years, Casey's my blood cousin, so he took off with it. He was like, bro, I'm writing every day, I'm finding beats every day, I might even start learning how to make beats. That's what I started, honestly. I didn't really start writing music until like 5-6 years after I started producing. And so just our preteens, he was rapping, I was making beats for him, we was finding beats on YouTube, and then I'd say around 2015, that's when we started actually putting our foot on the gas and trying to take rapping serious and like making it a lifestyle, which he did. He really did. I mean, he like
he was a rapper for sure. Famous one in his head for sure. He thought he was signed already. For real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, which is the energy you're supposed to have anyway. So, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. And then he took off. I was like, you know what? I can't stand behind. I got to take off too. Start making music around like 2020, really, for real, and just been going ever since, for real.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. What about you, Astro?
Yeah, it's deep with me. So initially, it started off when I was a kid, and but here's the funny thing. So when I was a kid, so music has been installed in my blood my whole life because my grandma used to play the bass. And so she used to play for like hella different groups. So she used to know hella like major people like the Jacksons and all that. She used to just travel around and do all that. So like even like my uncle now, he still does it to this day. So it's always been installed in us like that. So like my brother Khalil played the saxophone. Then he taught himself how to play the drums and the guitar. Then my mom put me in piano and guitar lessons. Right. So I would start off doing poetry because I didn't like rap. I was just gonna keep it 100. So I never did rap, and then I used to go to my Uncle Daryl's house. Shout out Uncle Daryl, one of my favorite uncles. He used to come pick me up and take me go fishing and shit all the way out in Yuba City. And so one of the songs he used to always play was Tupac, How Do You Want It?
Oh, yep.
And so I used to be like, who the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. And so that was the first person I liked that I would just go study Tupac. And then I had going back to my brother Khalil, because, you know, he would be in Chicago and come, you know, so when he would come stay in California, you know, I would be with him. Khalil's really who put all the music in me, because he was the first person I seen would write a rap, make songs with his friends. But it wasn't just that. He installed in me to listen to so much shit. So my brother would listen to shit like Wu-Tang, Redman. He's listening to Busta Rhymes, you know, every Michael Jackson album you can fucking think of. You feel me? And so I would listen to this, and then my mom and dad are playing old school music and shit. So my type of music would be different. So I'd be like, damn. So I'm like, okay, so poetry, I'll get to writing poetry. My 6th grade teacher, Mr. Saperis, told my mom and them, like, the shit he's writing is kind of like, you know, maybe y'all need to, like, put him in a thing or something, you know what I'm saying? So I started going to poetry recitals. That's how I really started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then one of my friends was like, bro, you can rap. Like, why don't you just rap? So I would go to school and just be rapping. Like, you know, school people beating on the table. People be like, oh, Astro, hella hard, bro. But I would just be playing. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? And so finally it took one of my homies, Snap, which is my daughter's goddad. He was like, bro, you got to go crazy with this shit. Him and his friend was like, you got to. So I'm like, okay. So then I started doing shit in high school, writing little shit, doing little shows and shit, and started noticing like people like, oh yeah, and it started just getting bigger than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? So after that, college came. And my dad sent me to Long Beach State, which I didn't get to finish yet. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom got sick. That's a whole nother story. But when I went for music. So that's what people don't know. I put myself through school for music. I could have took anything, but I was like, shit, I can use the studios for fucking free. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot
of
resources.
I was like, so that was like the gimmick to me. I'm like, oh, and I can get beats and I can meet all these people and I'm getting all this shit for free. So that's how my thought was. So I went and did that for 2 years and I got to meet Jackie Jackson, all these famous people, Lil Zane, and you know, and then they moved me. From there. I come back because my mom got sick. And then my last stop was, after she got better, I went to Seattle Art Institute. I looked up some shit and everybody was like, oh, the music scene in Seattle is popping. So I go to Seattle for a year and a half. My dad pays and I go, boom. And my mom got sick and came back. But so basically I've been doing music shit since I was like maybe 7, 8, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But what inspired me really was the family that I had, that the little trinkets that I was growing up. It was like my uncle playing Tupac. Oh, your brother's playing this. All I heard was just music everywhere. Yeah. And then I just would study everything. I would watch, just like this, I would watch people's podcasts. I'll watch 100 of them. You feel me? Just to see, okay, he answers like this in this one. Oh, this is okay. Then I would study people's music. I would go listen to music. Like, you know how most rappers be like, I don't want to listen to that shit. But an artist is gonna listen to everything. So when I would go to the studio, that's how I would get so many features, and people would be like, Astro, we need you to come do this hook. That's how I would sneak my way in, because I was like, how? I didn't have you don't have that money to provide studio shit when you're young and all that shit. You like, how can I? So either you got to have some kind of talent, or you got to, you know what I'm saying? So my thing was, I could hear these people not getting on nobody, but I'm like, bro, I could do a chorus and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would make hooks and shit, and people would just call me, bro, hey, hook, hey, woo, woo, woo. So I'd be in the studio, and then people would see, like, who is this little? So that's how I met T Nutty Nut. That's how I met all these Mr. Fab. This how I meet all these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm down doing shows in Oakland now. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Just working myself into it was just the music. You know what I'm saying? It was never like I'm in a competition or I'm trying to be better. It was just like I'm studying people, and I would see what kind of music. Be like, okay, 30 rappers trying to be gangsters over here. Well, I'm just gonna go make a love song. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody in the city's like, who's this dude that made a love song? You know
I was gonna ask on that song Closer. Did you do the vocals and the rapping on there too?
Yeah, I did all of that. Yeah, so
nice.
So yeah, shout out to my boy too, Yenties. He's actually, that's like a dope producer. He damn near famous. You know what I'm saying? And I made the Closer song. Same thing. I had stopped doing music for a while, and my brother, he in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? Free him. He was like, bro, you gotta do something. And then I'm like, I don't even know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, at the time I was going through some shit. So I made the Closer song, and that shit just went, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make radio. If you listen to a lot of my music and really listen to the lyrics, you'll go, damn, this dude got a lot of shit to say and tell. But at the same time, a lot of my music is radio sounding type music. I make it like that on purpose. That's why I went to school for. I learned how to make a song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not just out here, I got 20 guns and I'm finished. And I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually piecing together. When I'm sitting down, I'm like, how can I not? That's just my style of how, you know what I'm saying? So
I was gonna ask, when you went down to school in Long Beach, what was kind of the thing you learned that like really changed your mindset? Was there anything you learned that like really changed the way you thought about things musically?
Yep. Producer for Mario. I forgot his name. It's a Mexican cat. Forgot his name. He's in a lot of the videos too. I stayed in his house for 2 weeks. He has 2 houses that stay right next to it. He has one house that's full of just hella instruments and shit. And that's where they go and pre-make beats. Then they go to the studio. That's how I met Jackie Jackson through them, because then they go to the studio, then they make the beat. And it takes like 3 or 4 days. And it's like, and it's like so spiritual when they're doing it. I'm talking about even when they're done making the beat. It's like somebody get done making a rap song. When they're done making the beat, they're down there crying like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm like, damn, this shit is real. Like, so in my head, I was young and I'm sitting there, I'm talking to bro, I'm standing, we in the room, we talking, you know, and I'm talking about the music. I'm like, I'm not telling him I want to deal, but he know what I'm on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so he asked me a question. Fucked me up too. He said, who are you? Right? It's just like somebody asking you, who are you? And the first thing you come to, well, I'm whoop whoop ZUDECAST, I'm da da, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, man, I'm Astro, I'm whoop whoop. He's just like, he said, yeah. He said, it's going to take you a few years for you to figure out that question.
Yeah.
He said, when you figure out that question, that's when you'll be ready. And I'm like, I'm better than half of these, but it wasn't that. And that's when I learned is you can make, somebody can have 100 songs. I can have 100 songs and somebody over here can make one song, and this one person to be more outgoing than the 100 songs that I got right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's bigger than just saying I'm Astro. It's not just Astro. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, and then that's, it's just a, you know, psychological thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it made me see like this shit is deeper than money. This shit is deeper than, you know what I'm saying? It's people that really take this music shit serious that won't even listen to 5 seconds of your shit. If you know what I'm saying? If if the first 2 seconds don't even sound, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, whoa, I'm dealing with people that like, you know, that's when you learn in school, like, hey, what he says and what your buddy says, we don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It can't be disingenuous and superficial.
It's not what your mama likes and what your 10 friends like. You know what I'm saying? It's, bro, we gotta like it, and we don't know none of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I might tell you all 9 songs, but that one is shit. You know what I'm saying? You thinking there, you balling. You know, he said, and I got shot down like that a few times. Like, take my music to a place and they like, and the song I'm thinking is the ones they gonna like. They like, oh no, we didn't like those. We like whoop through. I'm like, oh. And you have to learn too. Business is business. A motherfucker tell you something, it don't mean like, hey, we not fucking with you. It's like it's millions of dollars in money behind this. It's not a feeling thing. I'm just telling you straight up, like, hey, come back better then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm not telling you no. I'm just telling you I'm not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Now if you come back and your shit popping. You feel me? And we can do some business now. Because then that's when the artist learns, oh, this is not about my music. You know what I'm saying? The artist really has, it's a job. I have to write something for, you know, I gotta sell myself. I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make yourself into a brand and know where you're going to be pitching yourself out to, like what kind of demographic.
And that is the beauty of the shit. That's the war, and that's why I took on that shit. Because you know how hard it is. Everybody ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. What advice do you have for like young artists who are trying to like figure out how to brand themselves and like how to find the respective audience for themselves?
First thing for young artists, believe in yourself. Right? Second thing, believe in yourself. Okay. Now the third thing is don't do nothing in this music industry if you don't believe in yourself. Why does that matter? Because first thing is this: if you put out some music, it's just like you're not gonna put out a podcast or do what you do if you didn't think you was gonna be good. If you had second doubts about this shit, you'd be like, I don't know, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But when you get up, you're like, shit, I'm finna go do this podcast. It's on, bro. I know this shit finna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the same thing with music. It's like, bro, if you just doing this because you trying to get a few females, you know what I'm saying? Or you trying to be popular, music is a live entity. It'll chew you up and spit your ass out. And you might not want that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, my whole thing is believe in yourself. People tell me all the time, Astro, you can't sing. But then you go listen to half of my songs. Who you think is doing that?
Yeah.
I don't think I can sing either, but when I get in that fucking booth, I say, fuck y'all. This is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is excuse my language, this is how I'm feeling. This is what you know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. Because the confidence is, you might not like it, but I like it. And if I like it, somebody might love it. It might not be you. Might not be you. but it might be who. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So believe in yourself, have confidence, and always back yourself and check yourself. Before you jump in a team, before you jump in a circle, before you put you a squad together, make sure you know all the ins and outs of everything. You know how to get to a studio, how the studio works. You know how a contract is. You know how to do this and that. So when you are ready to work with somebody, can't nobody run no shit on you.
Yeah, self-reliance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
now you got your own contract. Now you can draw your own line and say, well, no, this is what I bring to the table. You can't just, or when you go into battle, you can say, well, I know a little bit of that. You're not just like, oh, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna go along with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure when you're doing your music, hey, you know, put it out. And I also say this too, put how you feel in the song, man. Don't let nobody discourage you or let your friends make you laugh at you because you want to write a song about this or that, or you want to make it. I don't give a fuck if it's a country song, a pop song, or rap, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You might not be a gangster rapper. You might have to go rap about your talent might be something else, and that might blow up. But you just want to be this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you do what your powers is, like my powers is not a gangster rapper. I can do gangster music. I be on a whole lot of gangster people shit. If they ask me to, because I'm an artist, I can get on a rock song if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's adapt to, you know what I'm saying? Use your superhuman powers. We all superheroes. So that's what I say. Be confident and keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Love to hear it. I was going to ask, I see you got a little Buddha on talisman going on there. Yeah, are you a very spiritual person or more or less?
Most definitely so. Shit is deep. My parents are Muslim. I'm Muslim. But I'm spiritual because you can see I stay with all the, but I say like free spirit more of like, I do believe in the higher power, but I believe in the chakra stones. I believe in bad karma, good karma, treating people how you want to be treated. Be careful what you say about people when they're not around, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I do believe, like I've been working on now is as of lately, because as a man of many mistakes, you know what I'm saying, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to better the shit that I was. And so as of doing that, I've been just getting more into my spiritual self. I've been, even with my style of dress, I'm like, man, I always want to, and just doing things that I can like, and as I let go of, old habits, I'll start to see that I was missing out in the world on a lot of shit because I was trying to fit in too much. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're a puzzle piece that don't fit on that puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I had to switch puzzles, man. So I had to forgive everyone and myself, you know what I'm saying, and then start over. And a lot of that shit happened too, kicked in more when my brother Casey died. And it made me realize, like, hey, you playing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we keep thinking, like, oh, we could, or we could straddle the fence, you know what I'm saying? But after too long, you like, nah, this shit ain't it, boy. So I had to sit myself down and point the finger at myself at a lot of shit. And so I keep the Buddha around because it's peace. You feel me? I got like 8 to 9 different Buddha pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And so I keep them around because to me it's like it was a reminder. It's like when I get angry or mad, it's like peace, bro. Like do it like this, and so things been flowing a lot better, bro.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. That's why I wear the Shiva, because the Shiva is like you could, even if everything could fall apart, and even if it is your fault, you can always build it back up again. You know, that's what Shiva's. A ton of his stories are about him messing up, like, and so, yeah, dude. I always like to ask, creative people especially about their spirituality because we're living in very interesting times, and you got to have some semblance of faith, and I love to ask creatives about that. How would you say it's kind of factored into your creativity?
Man, you know what? So, shout out Jerm Deezy and Massa, a few other people I can't think of right now because I'm in the heat of the moment right now, guys. But Jerm Deezy was the first person that told me, like, Astro, bro, you doing good. It's just that your frequency is like crazy right now, bruh. He's like, you gotta put your fingers. Imagine this being your lifeline right here, and your shit is going like this. You want to just get that shit to lower and even out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then I started, you know, like I told you, I was trapped in a world of where I wanted to fit in. You know, I was around all the hood gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Different world, you know what I'm saying? And when I got out of that world, I started realizing the world I was missing, and the world I was missing, that was actually the puzzle I was supposed to be in.
Yeah.
That's why I said, oh, I can wear my flare pants. I can wear my Goku shirt, and I ain't got to worry about nothing. This is really, I'm an animate out and all, doing my thing. I can talk to people about shit that I really want to talk about, and I ain't got to act like it's a problem no more. You know what I'm saying? I can be myself. And so with my music, it just like opened the fucking floodgates. Like, especially now. And so now I feel more awakened with myself because I was able to say, no, Astro, you was wrong.
Yeah, able to kind of tap into like a deeper sense of yourself, and then that'll come out through your music easier as well because you're not as like blocked internally. Yeah,
and it's not it just makes you, it puts you in a position to where it's like where you could see like your mind has growth, and some people are still going to be stuck where they just want to be like, no, we just want to stay here and be, and it's like that's when you have to learn to say I love you, or okay, you go stuck there and be mad, I understand you being mad, but now I got to keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? And me going forward don't mean I'm not hurting or don't feel no type of way. It's just saying I know what's best right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know what peace is going to bring. That means get through this fucking hellfire so I can get to the, you know what I'm saying, to the clear. And so that's what I'm going through now as an artist. It's just like so much shit that I'm experiencing that people don't see and don't know. So sometimes I'm like fucking hiding, but now I'm just back out. So like I said, the Buddha piece, and then one of my best friends also, you know, he got me on the Buddha. He's Asian out there too, but just explaining a lot to them what they are and how their lifestyle is. You know what I'm saying? They don't even cuss. They don't even do, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, whoa, how do you do that every day? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a practice every day. I'm not saying you're not going to slip and fall. Of course you're going to slip and fall, but it's about how you get back up. So this is, I don't look at it as protection. It's like an open reminder, like, hey, life is so beautiful. You can do whatever you want, bro. Just do it in the right, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
I've definitely been trying to work on like my self-talk, you know, like how my internal, you know, because sometimes I'm like, you stupid motherfucker, you shouldn't have done that. And it's like, no, hey, knock that shit off, you know? And I'm like, hey, where's all this coming from, you know? Where's all this coming from, you know? And you have to take that moment. And because, like, you know, everything you said,
that's
dude.
That third eye opening. Hey, you seeing the, you feel me? Like, you know, when that third eye open, it lets you know about it. It's like, hey, no, you stronger than that. Like, it's bigger than that. You know
what about you, KO? You very spiritual yourself, or so?
I would say I'm very spiritual, but it's because I'm a person. I believe in everything. I believe Jesus Christ. I believe in the Quran. I believe in Buddha, Shiva. I believe in all of them. I believe that their stories is more so like, not even really stories, because I'm a firm believer that they were real people, and that they we're all pieces of God, but they were the closest to God, the source, the one God, the everything. And so, like, I don't know, it's more so like their stories majority of the time is what the people in the world today is going through. And if you read those and you grasp the message that they were trying to portray, and everybody's gonna have their own message through whatever they read.
Straight up.
It's, I don't know, it's always the betterment of self, and betterment of physical self, spiritual self, mental self. And so all of them have good stories to help with that.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love, like I said, I don't know, I feel like we're living through like a very large like spiritual awakening too, because there's like,
we are,
there's all these developments of, there's like hella war, there's the pandemic, there's you know, you got AI and shit now too, and a lot of people are like, what the fuck, dude? Like, life is crazy. And so I think a lot of people are trying to learn how to, like,
believe in the retrogrades and shit?
Yeah, I think because I think astrology is
Astronomer, Astro.
Astro.
You
Yeah.
know?
Is that where the name comes from? Is that part of it or?
Yeah, that's where I was a space nut. So when I was a kid, I used to have telescopes. My brother and them used to buy real telescopes. I used to have telescopes, and then I went to Slide Park where they had the super big telescopes where you can go and they got the science center. Yeah, you know. So I was always doing that and always doing scientific shit in science school. I mean, high school science class, all that shit, and just science was the shit. With stars, then I would learn what all the stars was from the Big Dipper all the way down Orion's Belt, all that shit. Then you learn what different stars are and what stars do and gas and all. It was just always planets, all that shit. That's why Astro is it's the astronaut, because the astronaut is always in space. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, anything with space, I'm a nerd at heart, y'all.
Yeah, dude. Same here, though. Yeah, same here. I went to like Zion Canyon when I was a kid, and they had like they were doing like lessons, and then they had the telescope out there too. And then we used to go to Yosemite every year, and we'd go out and night hike, and on the bridge, crazy ass shit.
All them stars out. That's how it was. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I do, man. You wouldn't even imagine the shit. I be fishing and shit. I be doing all the shit that people probably think I don't be doing. So I'm always out star watching, just doing different shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just my hidden hobbies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For 4th of July, we all went out to Lake Shasta over there, and took some mushrooms and shit, and dude, we're the stars were like going crazy, bro.
Invite me next time.
Yeah. That was hella fun, yeah. But
that's what's up, man.
That's real though. That's where the name came from, though. Yeah. What about you, K.O? Where'd your name come from?
Really, it's just my initials. I started off as O'Neal the Kid, and then I was like, that's a little too long.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay. And so I was like, what's short and simple that everybody can come with? I just took my name. I was like, oh, K.O. That's cool.
Easy peasy, right. Easy to remember. Yeah, it's got some punch to it, Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. I see you guys are rocking some anime gear too. Let's run it down. Top 5 animes. Let's fucking go.
Here we
run
go.
It down. Top 5 boys.
This was Casey's subject right here,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Hands down, I gotta say One Piece.
Okay.
I have to say One Piece. I know a lot of people get upset when I say this, but I was watching this before it got hella popular. They don't know how old this shit is, but I've been watching Demon Slayer before it got popular. You know what I'm saying? And then it got popular, and out of nowhere last year and all that shit, everybody was just Demon Slayer nuts. I'm like, whoa. But I mean, it's a good storyline. There's so many that I fucking like. I feel like I be watching some that people don't be watching. But
top 5 is so constricting too. I'm like,
I'm like, shit. Okay, hold on. You throw out 2, because you know what I'm saying. I don't.
All right. My number 1 for sure is always going to be Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, Brotherhood or the original?
I'm going to say the original. I mess with the original more than Brotherhood, but I understand where they took Brotherhood. Mm-hmm. And then
the original has more of a I think the original's atmosphere is a lot more kind of unsettling too. It's a lot more kind of melancholy, I guess, too. Whereas Brotherhood is very much more like action focused. I feel like it opens with way more of like a bang than the original's a lot more like philosophical.
Right. Yeah. I think I mess with animes more on that aspect because what is it? Death Note.
Yes. I love Death Note.
Death Note is my favorite.
I watched Death Note on shrooms one time too, and I was like, "Why is this so fucking scary?"
Yeah. See, I've always heard about it, and then I went over to my homie's house. We smoked. He put it on. He fell asleep on it, and for some apparent reason, I stayed up the whole night watching it. I was like, "Oh, I see why people like this."
Yeah,
and forever will still watch it to this day.
Hell yeah!
I gotta say, man, see, it's stuff like me, like. I used to watch hella shit. I have to say, I gotta put this out here. It's kind of an old school one too, but I like Inuyasha.
Dude, Inuyasha gets slept on, bro.
Bro,
it was so trippy. Like,
And the storyline was wild. You know how you got stuck to the tree for like 100 years with the arrow and shit, and like
there's like the one where there's like the chick too or whatever, and she's like the shapeshifter or whatever, and he fights her. I can barely remember, but like as a kid, that was like the first thing I saw. I was like, this is so creepy and trippy. Like I was like maybe like 11 or so, because you know I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, of course. That was like the intro to everything. That's like the
Dragon
intro.
Ball Z is like a god anime. You can't even. I'm just gonna leave Goku out of here. Okay, we got Goku all everywhere today. We're gonna leave Goku out of this. But no, Inuyasha's storyline is fucking wild. And then like, it's like his superpower. He's half demon, half human, and then his fucking sword is made out of his dad's tooth. And like, damn, that's a big ass sword. You know what I'm saying? How big was your daddy? You know what I'm saying? You see the episode when his dad is like, they're inside his dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Well, your dad was a monster then. You know what I'm saying? So
I love the 80s and like the 90s style of anime too. Just their whole like the way they look. You know how it looks a little more like rugged. Just to throw another one I absolutely love out there is Berserk. I've read the whole manga too. It's intense, but it's so good. Like it's so fucking good. Like just the wide range of like pure horror. Like it's so effective as a horror anime, and like the amount of like, you know, just like intimate character moments and like the drama between all the characters. It's like Game of Thrones too, you know what I mean? Because Game of Thrones does a lot of the same shit.
Oh my god, I know you know this one. I just started watching this because of Casey, and somebody asked me, my boss asked me about it. I was like, I fucking watched that because my fucking brother got me on it. It's the one where they're in a dungeon. It's like king a dungeon or something, and like they kill these monsters and then they eat these motherfuckers. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm trying to think of what. And Casey got me on this shit. It's so tight though. So it's like they're like stuck in this other world. Like, you feel me? Different people from different dimensions get stuck in this world and shit, and they find each other. And some of them been stuck in this world for like years and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is like, they fight weird ass monsters, so it'd be like a big ass chicken with a snake tail and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they'll kill them, and then they'll go, I wonder what this shit tastes like. And then they make all these fancy ass meals that we're used to, like sushi and da da da. We're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I cannot think of what the fuck this shit is, but oh my god, when I do, I will let you know. But my god, that's a good ass one. I thought he was gonna know the name.
It's like Dungeon and Delicious. Or,
something like that.
You ever see Food Wars? Food Wars is hilarious, bro. That shit's hella funny. It's like
funny. That's when I gotta go see.
It's like so over the top pervy, but it's like, because like they're making hella bussin' food, but then when people eat it, they just like fucking cum hella hard, and they're like, oh fuck, they're just like legit like chicks like clothes like rip off, and like everybody's like, like when they fucking eat food, it's so over the top. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's like it's a comedy, you know. That one's good.
That's one for the books.
Keep it on the pervy theme. Kill La Kill is like pervy Dragon Ball Z. That shit's fire. Sure. That was like the anime that got me back into anime, so I really liked Kill La Kill.
I can't lie, I fuck with the Boondocks too.
Oh, dude, Boondocks is an anime. I'm glad you said Boondocks is an anime, because I said Boondocks is a fucking anime. Yeah.
Well, Wu-Tang fucking makes that. And so if anybody knows Wu-Tang, they got Afro Samurai. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then he does a whole lot of their different comics and voiceovers and shit like that. And then if you watch Boondocks, when what's the smart one's name?
Huey?
Yeah. His ass, when he gets ready to fight and shit, he's almost like the Afro Samurai kid.
One of the fights from Boondocks is a straight up rotoscope from Naruto. It's like the same same choreography from like
I remember. And then who are you running like this with his hand? Oh yeah, shout out Naruto. That's one of my favorites too. I got a backpack in the car right now. Naruto back. You know what I'm saying?
Naruto's also just S tier, legendary. Like,
I think, if you grew up like our time, anime, it's Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, shit like that, you know, Inuyasha,
Bleach, One Piece,
Bleach. I forgot about fucking Bleach.
Bleach rules.
That was like one of my favorites too, you know. I play the game right now on Xbox. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of the actual like Shonen Jump magazines too, you know. So a lot of anime, like I haven't watched like the whole anime, but I've just like random parts of them, you know, like in the middle, and I'm like, this shit's fucking sick. Or like One Piece, where there's the dude with like the sword arms and Zolo fights him. Like I have that in the manga, and it's just like a couple issues of it.
The mangas are better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, I love.
They're more detailed too, and they're just like you see when you watch the cartoon, you be like, "Oh, they skipped hella shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because you know the mangas is like you know all the shit that you know, but you know they say reading is always
it's better for your mind. I feel like because like your mind starts to like propel the story forward. You know, so you have to. It's like your mind like receives it more than the anime.
In your head, what's going on?
Right?
Oh, shit.
I still tell people the best way to experience Dragon Ball Z is to read the full color manga issues that they have, like in the trade paperbacks now, because you can smash on it, bro. Like it's not that long. Like the Saiyan arc to the Frieza arc, it's like 8 volumes total, I think, but you can smash on that so fast, bro.
I love the Frieza arc too. I ain't gonna lie.
Frieza arc's so sick, bro, because like in the manga too, it's way more violent. B, it's like they're way more like strategic. Like Krillin and Gohan, when they're there by themselves, like they're like hiding and shit, and they're like hide your chi, you know, and they're like being way more strategic because they're not gonna win a fight, you know.
I think
so
the older Dragon Ball was just better anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like Dragon Ball?
Yeah, like the you know what I'm saying, before they actually before dude got what's the new dude that draws it?
Oh, I forgot.
He's pretty cool, but you know what I'm saying? But like it was like before it changed over, like you said, like the rugged shit, like that's when it was more violent and more better to me too. Like even the shit was going on. Even back when you go back to when Goku had a tail. It was more violent then. It was like hella shit going on. People was getting their arms ripped off and blasted and smithereens and shit. Like, you know. So yeah, it was definitely better back then. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta mention Hunter x Hunter. You got the shirt on, bro. That's one of my favorites for sure too. Yeah, Gun's basically a Dragon Ball Z character, bro. Like, yeah.
Can't forget my nigga Astro, bro. Astro was a beast.
Hell yeah.
Astro Boy.
Just to throw, Astro Boy. Psychopaths too. I just want to throw that out there too, because I feel like that gets kind of slept on. I really like Psychopaths. That's some real. It reminds me kind of like Judge Dredd almost too. You know, where it's like they can judge you on the spot. You know, and it's like the law is not fucking. You know, it's just extra judiciary. That's just like completely gone, like dystopian type of shit. Yeah. Let me see here what we're doing time wise. Cool. All right. Shit. But yeah, dude, love anime. I'm a big old dork myself. I'm trying to make a comic eventually. So
I'm with it. Put me in it, bro. I want to be a character straight up.
We'll figure something out. It's right in line. Astro's right in line. It's a space fantasy.
Yeah, you feel me already.
Oh yeah, man. So we're at 48 minutes right now here. So you guys got any? We're gonna start kind of wrapping things up.
Okay.
You guys got any kind of last things you want to touch on before you guys? You guys got any music coming out, or I know you mentioned some stuff earlier, but
Well, yeah, I got, like I said, the Love Over Loyalty mixtape. It's coming out next month, the end of this month, beginning of next month. And then also I have the house party with me and KC. We're going to drop that shit. I do have shows coming up on the 30th, the 31st, and the 27th. So the 27th will be at the skate park, the Pop Out.
Right.
And 30th, I'm doing AT and Friends. And then the 31st, I'm doing this guy named Damian Owens. He's doing a show where it's like live band. So I'm going to go out there and do that. But every week, I'm booked in Davis. So I'll be in Davis every week if people want to come to, it's called Sophia's Thai Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be out there. Shout out to my boy Robo. He put me on to that. And then everything else, you just got to follow me on Astro_Music because we got a lot of other shit going on too. But, you know, you just got to be tapped in. You know, everything can't be said. But I do want to say, yes, those music is coming out, but I do have new music on the way. This is new music after my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I got a whole different style and stuff to come with now. And hope everybody's prepared because it's going to be a whole new Astro coming and shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah, man. What about you, KO? What you got going on?
I got this EP coming out, When It Ones Live Forever. You know, Wolf. finally about to come out with some videos. So,
Hey.
you know,
Yeah.
face to the name.
Let's do it.
You know, a lot of shows coming. We're just going to be pushing this DB4D until the end, for real.
Hell yeah. Well, hell yeah, guys. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. I'm glad we finally got to get y'all in here, bro. Made it happen, bro. That pop out's about to be lit again, as always. You know, you catch me out there riding the skateboard.
Yeah, man, this won't be the last one, man. We gonna need another interview soon, man. Don't forget about your boy Astro, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it rocking, bro. Well, thank you so much, guys. Let's get it on screen down.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you.
All right. Anybody who watched the video, go ahead and make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Get this bitch popping.
Let's get it popping. Y'all tap in with my man. Come support, man. Come get you a podcast. Tap in with bro, man. He really know what he's doing out here, gang.
Sweet. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Who
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I needed that.